Hello, welcome to Target for Cost. Today I'll be showing you off my Titamon Lilthloop deck. Well, I've been doing decent with it, but I think it's really a fun deck to play. So, we only play 4 eggs, all Sunamon. You end up getting through your whole deck fast enough, you don't need a 5th egg. So this is the best one. It's when you discard a card by a card effect from your hand, draw a card. Really nice. Then we'll go on to our rookies. We play 4 of the Kakumon with the inheritable, when attacking, trigger, draw 1 card, and trash 1 card from your hand. It's okay. It's really nice to just see through your deck and trigger your things that you want to trigger for when you trash stuff, because the deck's focused around trash stuff from your hand. So probably the best rookie to play. I would like a better, but it's pretty good. Play 3 Digimon. Really important to have a rookie that stops your opponent from getting extra memory from memory effects other than Tamers. You could play 4, you could play 2. I think 3 is just the right though, because you see it when you need it, and you can bring your rookies out of trash all the time. So once you have it, it's good. Then we have 3 Labramon. The on play, trigger, draw 1, trash 1. It's good too. It's really nice to trigger stuff and just place. It's for consistency. I think 3 is a good amount. And then a couple of rookies that I'm only playing 1 of. We've got 1 Greymon. It has inheritable once per turn. During your turn, when you trash a card from your hand, the Digimon gains 2,000 DP for the turn. It comes up, but it's not necessary. I've definitely seen lists where people think it's really good. You almost never need the extra 2,000. I haven't had things like my Titamon die to security checks from anything but options. So you really don't need the extra 2k. It does help though when you're attacking with stuff with your champions or ultimates, with your level 4s and 5s. We also play 1 Greymon. Doesn't come up a lot, but I feel like it's a nice addition that you can bring it out with your Black War Greymon and use the on deletion inheritable from it to delete it, restand, gain extra memory. I think it's fine. It doesn't need to be there, but it's come up a little bit. And the final rookie is 1 Electmon. On deletion, delete 1 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Same things, doesn't need to be there, but it definitely comes up. I find that this card is less needed more than I thought, because there's a lot of abilities to delete people's rookies. You don't need this for that purpose. But that brings us to, I believe, 13 rookies. Let's see. Yes, 13 rookies. I might change the ratios of the rookies because the Electmon and Greymon aren't necessary, but I do like the Greymon more than the Electmon. And I think a Gabumon is fine. Going on to the champions. It is entirely focused on the Kinkaku package. So we play 4 Kakumon. Inheritable once per turn. When you trash card from your hand, gain 1 memory. The whole crux of the deck is gaining memory through Digimon effects. So this one comes up a lot. Next we have 2 Kakumon. This card I might bump up 3. Kakumon is inheritable when attacking. Trash 1 card from your hand and to delete 1 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Really is important to delete people's Digimon that stop you from gaining memory. So it's really important there. You definitely want to get 1 into your trash as early as possible. So 2 might be a little low on the count. I do kind of want to bump that up to 3. But there's a lot of champions in the deck, so it's hard to fit it. But Kakumon is must have for the effect and to well, have it by name. Then 3 Ginkaku promotes. I do think 3 is the right number for this card. It's a rush, which is really helpful if you have like a Ricky that you played and then played this on top of it or 2. You have rush attack, could come up, doesn't always, but more importantly is playing it out of trash, or because it has on play, that you get to place 1 Kinkaku and or 1 Ginkakumon under it. And if you do place both of them under it, it will gain, or you will get to draw a card and gain 1 memory. And since it has Rush, you also get to attack that turn, trigger your Kinkaku to delete a rookie, or if they don't have a rookie, you can just do it to trash a card to then gain a memory. So being able to play this out of trash on turn can gain you 2 memory. And so sometimes even just hard playing out a hand for 6, if you have that much memory, is actually a viable thing to do. And then our last level 4s are 2 Viamon. It's important to have blockers. You only need 2 to because you can bring them out of trash as you need them. But like the King Kakumon, I've definitely had times where it's not in trash when I need it. But again, I'm already running. Let's see, what did we got? 11 champions. So it's a little high on champion count to be adding more, but definitely need at least 2. I would. There's just no room for more champions to play things that are like 1-cost evolutions. They're not necessary, but it would have been nice. But there's just not enough room. On to the level 5s, the most important level 5s, Black War Greymon. It keeps the board position. Digiburst 3, play level 3 rookie out of your trash and don't activate it on play effects. And it's inheritable once per turn. You may delete one of your Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. Really helps you push for game with that unsuspend, bring out the rookie. It's really important, but also getting the champions that you've put under it into your trash is really important so you can actually do things properly with your Titamons. And one thing that comes up very often is if you get to spawn out your promote in some way, giving it the 2 materials under it, you attack and it survives, you can evolve right over top of it with your Black War Greymon, and you'll have 3 things to trash right there, even though it's all level 4s. So you can bring on extra rookie just by getting rid of this stack. As much as these inheritables are good to have, sometimes you just want that board presence to push for game next turn, or to stop people from getting memory with your Kazumons. Next we have 2 Lady Devimon, the card that I definitely would be bumping up. Lady Devimon, really nice, when Digivolving, trigger, draw 2, trash 2. And inheritable when you play a option, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Really, really good. Obviously, it's not good in the raising area in theory, but it also has just 8,000 power, so it almost always lives. You can attack over stuff. Both it and Black War Greymon having a play cost of 8 saves it from the black options card, the Gundramon one. Cannot pronounce that name for the life of me. But definitely want to bump this up because being able to see through your deck super fast is so important with this deck. And there's situations where you'll play this Lady Devimon and get to see draw 5 cards in order in which you're discarding some, but super important. I definitely would bump this up by replacing the other level 5s I have, one being Rebellion. It's not bad, but it's not necessary. That gaining blocker retaliation on Digivolve by discarding a card is okay. It does help, does come up, but a lot of the time it really doesn't. I've almost never needed to do it and attack into something, and then using it as a blocker to, just threatening my opponent. A lot of the time it doesn't come out just because the way meta is, they're going to delete it through some type of method and not actually attack into it. Or they'll just wait it out and they'll be fine. So Rebellion, definitely not needed. I would probably play Lady Devimon over it. And then my last level 5 is a Skull Greymon. It is when attacking, you can trash 1 card from your hand and gain 3,000 power. And then when this card is trashed from your hand, you can put it under any of your Digimon as a material, as a source. And then inheritable is Retaliation. I don't think I want to cut this card because I do like putting that Retaliation under things. It's not bad, but very much not needed. I think this deck really would excel with high consistency, so I would probably recommend just 4 Lady Devies. But that giving Retaliation to anything is really neat. So, not a bad choice. On to our level 6s. Also, there's 8 level 5s. Level 6s, we play 4 Titamon. Is the key card of the deck. You want to get 2 Titamon fast and set up and bring out stuff and gain advantage through it. He'll be your main source of pushing for damage because of his effects. It's when Digivolving, trash one card from your hand, play one level 4 or lower Digimon card without playing its memory cost from your trash. And once per turn, when you discard a card, for the first turn you have to discard a card to do that. Once per turn, when you discard a card, gains 2,000 DP and +1 security check. What you're trying to do with you can either bring out blockers or you're trying to bring out your promotes with it. So you're able to push for game. The promote comes out. He may cost 4 to play, but if you have the promote package engraved, it can give you an extra memory, so it's basically costing 3. If it's set up where you have Ginkaku's under them, you'll be able to gain memory, so he'll be even less memory technically on that evolution. And if you can not pass turn by playing Ginkaku, you can gain a memory on the promote attack. Especially important for the deck. Although I'm playing 4, you definitely can make do with 3. That you see your cards so fast that you can definitely make do with 3. The other level 6 I'm playing is a 2 of, bringing us a total of 6 level 6s, is 2 Lilthmon. Lilthmon is there for the late game, in which your trash is set up, you have your combo set up in which you're just able to blow out the game, completely destroy your opponent. If not killing him that turn, setting up a board that is unmanageable, it allows you to win Digivolving if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, add 2 purple option cards from your trash to your hand, and then once per turn, when you use an option card, gain 2 memory. By doing all this with the specific options that we have, you're able to produce so many attacks and gain so much memory that you're going to flood the board and end the game that turn, if not have a board that can't be managed with. And the card that goes with both of those so well is your level 7, Omnimon Zwart. Omnimon Zwart on Digivolve, trash top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can play 2 Digimon from your trash that are black or purple that have a cost of 8 or less. And then when attacking, you can return 1 level 6 from under its sources to the hand to delete 1 unsuspended Digimon of play cost of 12 or less. Zwart is so powerful in this deck, not just to be able to loop through your Liliths, but also to bring out promotes, to produce so many extra attacks that you just shouldn't have. It's kind of a finisher. You don't need more than 2 because you're going to see your whole deck by the time you want to use it anyways. So, really strong card, but you only need 2. On to the options. Play a couple options here because Lilith. Most important option being Jack's Raid. Gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in your trash, and then security, gain 2 memory. That security effect will save you. If you're lucky, it's there. But most importantly is for that loop with Lilith, gaining the extra memory to play things your opponent assumed you wouldn't be able to. Then I play 2 Grave Memory Boost. Grave Memory Boost is nice. The main effect is just added 1 purple Digimon card from your trash to your hand, and delayed, gain 2 memory. I definitely wouldn't cut this card completely for purple memory boost. You can definitely try 1 purple memory, 1 grave, but having that 1 grave is super helpful when you are in that looping stage with Lilith. Being able to grab that to grab something that you're missing to keep that going is definitely a must-have, to have at least 1 grave memory boost. And then my second to last option, the last purple option, is Underworld Call. I actually really like this card. It says it's a cost of 4, but its effect is, main effect, play 1 of your level 4 lower Digimon cards from your trash without playing its memory cost. Basically, it's a cost of 4, but if you play the promote when you have the proper things in your trash, it's a cost of 3. The promote can attack, gain you a memory, so it's like a cost of 2. So it's cost of 2 rush, basically, in best case scenario. You can bring it back to your hand with Lilith. Super helpful, but also has the effect if trash from your hand, draw a card. Kind of want to bump this card up even, but it's a tight fit. I know there's some things I mentioned I'd probably cut, so we might find space for another call. Now the last option is 1 Mega Digimon Fusion. It lets you cheat out your Zwarts for free. Lets you the effect to put your Zwart back on the bottom of your deck saves you because you will mill out when you're doing your combo. If you don't finish them, you'll have just 1 Zwart left. So, super helpful. But you have to have a white tamer to play it, so we play some white tamers. One being Takumi. It's when Digivolving, tap it, draw one card. Really helps you see most of your deck. And then also all turns, level 3 Digimon gain, when attacking, lose 1 memory. You're almost never attacking with rookies anyway, so that doesn't hurt you. So it slows down some of the decks that are trying to do that, especially some of the newer decks like the D Brigade deck. Really helpful. I'm actually going to definitely bump this up because I do not care too much for the other white tamer that I've been using, it being Ty and Matt. It's not bad. Gets your Zwarts an extra +1 security, and also gains you 2 memory if your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon. But I find a lot of times once it's out there, I don't gain enough memory for its worth. Just being a 4-cost, I don't find myself gaining enough memory for that part to be worth it. The security checks are nice but not needed, because if you go from Titan into Zwart, he's going to get extra security check from the Titan effect anyways. Sometimes you'll get both effects going. It's kind of cool, but you have so many attacks out of your rush, you don't need that. And the final card that I am playing is one Matt Ashita. Matt Ashita is, just basic memory tamer. Add a purple card from your trash to your hand. I like playing one Matt in any purple deck I play. It's not needed. You can definitely switch it for the memory boost. One other thing that you can definitely play that is not in here, depending on your meta, is to play a red tamer and one of the, I forgot the name, the option card, Delicate Plan. Because you can produce 4 security checks with your Titanmon, being able to Delicate Plan that and then finish the game with the promote, super helpful, but it's really dependent on the meta you think you're going into. If you're going into a lot of security control and 3 muskets, which you probably are because that's the meta we're in, that is probably worth fitting in. It is only 2 cards, but you got to think about it that you're going to see your deck so fast, and the only card that you're trashing in which you don't actually get to choose to keep it in your hand is with the Zwart. You'll see it fast. You'll probably see it by the time you need it because those matchups are slower than most. So that is the deck. It's a very fun deck, very good deck, but kind of hard to play. I've noticed with playing it and seeing others play it is definitely a lot of combos that are a little tougher to play than some other decks, but really fun, really good.